Well, we're back in Glenmuckloch a year on to see the restoration that's been achieved of a substantial part of the site here, and what we've seen is a tremendous restoration of the landscape, so that once the grass, which has been recently seeded, grows and covers the hillside of the restored site, it will be extremely difficult for passers-by to tell that there ever had been mining operations there. So this shows that restoration can be done and is being done here by the company Hargreaves, working with the local authority Dumfries and Galloway, working with Scottish Mines Restoration Trust and the landowner Buccleuch Estates. Where we work together, where there's a will to achieve restoration, we can do it.
We all got together, government and local authorities and stakeholders, when it looked like we were going to lose our two main coaling companies in Scotland. We saw that one of the gaps that was needed was somebody to facilitate, to bring and hold all the stakeholders together, and that's where the Scottish Mines Restoration Trust came from. So our role is to make people work together, is to look for pragmatic solutions, and this is a really good example of where that's happened, because with the four partners we've brought together here, including ourselves, it shows that partnership working will be the solution to all the other open casts in Scotland. On any site we will look at what benefit we can put into the community going forward, and in this particular site we thought that a couple of wind farms owned by the local community, with money going into the local community, which will bring them between £50,000 and £100,000 a year for the next 20 years, was the way to do it. And then we thought, why should mature people sit round a table and decide what the future 20 years from now should be for the community? So we had the idea of giving it to the local high school. So Sankra Academy will now be the investment committee, and they will use that £50,000 to £100,000 per year to look at what are the projects that they want to invest in for the future that will give some sort of sustainable economic benefit and community benefit to this community going forward.
I first heard about it from Professor Russell Griggs, and he came to a school assembly and spoke about it, and I was really interested in what he was saying because it involved the local community and stuff that can go back into the local community.
Well, after the liquidation of Scottish Coal and ATH, there was an enormous twin problem that Scotland faced of mass redundancy and also a legacy of unrestored open cast mines. But I'm pleased that in chairing the local task force, bringing everybody together, we've managed to see Hargreaves re-employ 500 people, which is terrific, as well as commencing the task of restoration of some of the sites. So a great deal has been achieved in 12 months' time, and I'd like to pay tribute to the people involved, especially the people that are actually driving the trucks and doing the work here, who deserve enormous credit from the Scottish Government and communities around the open cast sites throughout Scotland.